Good evening, everyone, and welcome to week 3 of our MenoMagic Countdown. Tonight, we're diving into one of the most essential aspects of navigating menopause, which is nutrition. Whether you're joining us for the first time or have been following along each week, we're thrilled to have you here. I'm Natacha, Degazon, owner of Lady Boss Academy and the Woman Up Movement, and alongside me is award-winning menopause educator and healthy aging expert Tafiq Akhir, also known as Mr. Menopause. Together, we're here to help you thrive through menopause and regain vitality, the vitality you deserve. As we all know, menopause can come with a variety of challenges, but the right nutrition can make a world of difference in how we feel every day. Tonight, we'll explore the vital nutrients that can support your body through this transition, share delicious recipes to nourish your way through menopause, and offer practical tips you can start using right away. We're counting down to our life changing MenoMagic Masterclass. So reclaim your midlife vitality, happening on October 1st, where we'll dive even deeper into how you can embrace the phase with confidence and energy. So grab a notebook, get comfortable, and let's get started on nourishing your body for a healthier, more vibrant menopause experience. Tafik, let's get this party started.
Yes, yes, yes. So I love your intro. You're always so like enthusiastic and it kind of riles me up. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
That's
All
it.
right. So one thing I do want to clarify, you said that we're going to get that there were going to be some recipes. There are not going to be recipes today, but there will be some recipes in the MenoMagic program. But what you're going to get today is just all the foundational practical things that you can actually start doing today, where you don't have to go and get anything specific. It actually tells you how you can create some things together for yourself that are going to be best for you, rather than saying, do this, type of a thing like a meal plan. This is, here are your options, choose from this, put that together, that kind of a thing. So it gives you a little bit more options what we're doing today. I'm also going to be hitting on something that also goes hand in hand with nutrition, which is exercise. So it's nutrition, exercise, and their ties to menopause. That's what we are covering today.
I'm
So
excited.
yes, 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 me too. So let me share my screen. So what I want to do today is I wanted to present today's, since it's our last countdown, I wanted to do the presentation today the way that people would experience it in the actual master class. So that's why I want to share this with you all today. And just let me know for sure when you can see the screen.
I can see it. I can see
And
your
it's
screen.
clear and everything is good there.
Yeah, it's perfect.
All right, cool. All right. So welcome everyone to the third and the final day of our countdown to the MenoMagic Masterclass. And as Natacha said, it's happening next Tuesday, which is October 1st, also at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, if you haven't already solidified your spot yet, you can scan the QR code that will be at the lower right side of the screen throughout this whole training today. And I want to also let you know that I wanted to present this way for you today because this is how I teach the master class, with my slides and some Q&A and some interactions here with you all. So I just thought it would be a cool way for us to do this today. Also, we have a pretty cool surprise for those of you that stay with us to the end today. And today we're also going to be shifting our focus, and we're going to be focusing on two powerful and easy to integrate tools at your disposal every single day, and that is nutrition and exercise. What you eat and how you move can dramatically impact how you feel during menopause. And today I'm going to just break down everything and show you how simple adjustments can lead to big results. So are you ready to dive in? You ready to dive in, Natacha?
Are you ready to dive in, Gitafi? Because
Oh, I
I'm
am ready to dive in. We are diving in. All right.
perfect.
Now, imagine your body as a fine-tuned machine, right? And the food as the fuel that keeps it running smoothly. So during menopause, what you eat can either help you feel energized and balanced, or it could leave you feeling sluggish and out of sorts. Now, the foods that you choose can directly impact your energy levels, your mood, and how you manage things like hot flashes and weight gain. Now, it's not about restrictive dieting either. It's really about fueling your body with the right nutrients that actually strengthen hormones and improves your overall well-being. And I say think of foods like leafy greens, and these are things that are actually packed with calcium and magnesium, and that helps to support bone health and helps to reduce bloating. And then things like omega-3 rich foods such as salmon and walnuts, these help reduce inflammation and support heart health. And then think of berries. These are loaded with antioxidants that help to fight off oxidative stress, keeping your cells healthy. These are all foods that are at our fingertips that we probably don't eat on a regular basis. If you increase the consumption of those could actually help you in the long run, and especially during menopause. Now, today I'm going to actually guide you through the best foods to include in your daily routine and some easy swaps that can make a big difference. And by the end of today's session, you're going to have a clearer picture of how to use food as a tool to feel your very best. Now, let's get specific now with the key foods that you should include, right? So again, like I said, leafy greens. And when I say this, I mean things like spinach, kale, and even collard greens. And these are superfoods that are packed with calcium and magnesium, which are crucial for bone health. And this is important because during and after menopause, women are at a higher risk of osteoporosis. So they also help to reduce bloating and also to improve overall digestive health as well. So that's why these are such important things to have, especially during midlife and especially for women during midlife. And then again, thinking about berries, as I mentioned earlier, blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries, these little colorful fruits are actually packed with powerful antioxidants that fight inflammation and oxidative stress. And this keeps your cells youthful and helps to protect against diseases. Now, think of this as like it's a naturally low in sugar thing. I always say, think of it as a great way of being a snack, but also know that this is something that actually helps to manage blood sugar levels as well. So just think about that, how impactful berries could be just by including those into your daily nutrition plan. And then, of course, we can't forget lean proteins like chicken, turkey, and then even plant-based options like beans and lentils. These are all essential for maintaining lean muscle throughout your body, which can decline during menopause. Now, protein also helps to keep you feeling fuller longer, and again, helps to stabilize blood sugar, reducing the energy dips that happen that makes you feel more fatigued. And again, that's something that happens more often during menopause. And of course, we cannot forget about healthy fats. Now, a lot of times people say go fat free, but you can't go fat free because healthy fats are good for the diet and they're essential for your brain. You want to think of things like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oils. These could all be really your best friends in the kitchen, actually. And these fats are essential for hormone production, brain health, and keeping your skin healthy and glowing and looking all supple and beautiful. And they also help to keep you satisfied, making it easier to avoid unhealthy snacking. So just by incorporating these foods into your daily diet, you're not just managing symptoms, you're nourishing your entire body, helping your body just to feel vibrant and healthy and more full of life. Now, while adding foods that are rich in nutrients is important, and it's important to be mindful, but it's also important to be mindful about what you should be reducing or avoiding as well, because this is just as important. Foods that are high in sugar and refined carbohydrates cause spikes and crashes in your blood sugar. And this not only affects weight, this also affects your mood, your fatigue, and increases cravings. And these foods also contribute, like I said, to weight loss, to weight gain, I'm sorry. And then that's especially around the waistline. And this is a common area of concern during menopause. Every woman talks about the waist, the midsection weight they get that they never had before. And alcohol and caffeine are also two big ones that you need to watch out for because they both can trigger hot flashes, but they also can disrupt sleep. and that leaves you feeling more tired and even irritable. And it doesn't mean that you have to cut them out entirely or forever either, but it's just about knowing and understanding that by moderating your intake and paying close attention to how they affect you, that this can make a significant difference in the long run. So instead of reaching for processed snacks, try simple swaps. Swap out sugary granola bars for nuts and berries, or replace white bread with whole grain options that are higher in fiber and keep you fuller longer. It's just about making choices that are just simpler and easy choices for you to make that actually support your energy and your mood, helping you to feel better day by day. Now, before we move on to the physical side of things, it's Q&A time. So you got any questions for me as it relates to nutrition and menopause?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I have a question because I feel like this is the like we health professional or nutritionist tends to say that like those guidelines are the same guidelines, but how is eating those nutrients like vegetables and have those options can address menopause uh symptoms, or how can it just specifically rather than somebody who's trying to lose weight per se?
Well,
Where's the guideline that what's the line that separates the the regular weight loss um goal
I
and
get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And here's what I tell anyone that is anyone, excuse me, anyone that has menopause weight gain, that actually like the ones I'm talking about where women say, I never had this before, I never changed the way I ate. It's because your weight gain has nothing to do with the pounds. It has to do with a hormone change. That's why the things that used to work to help you lose weight don't work anymore, because it's not a weight loss issue, it's a hormone issue. So what happens to the body when your body goes into any type of a state where it's unhealthy? There's two ways that a person's body can go. One person's body will deteriorate, where they actually get more emaciated and their body kind of conforms. But other people's bodies want to protect itself. And the way that our bodies protect itself is by holding on to body fat, so that if our bodies go into a state of starvation or not being able to or being immobilized, that we can actually sustain life, because your body can live off of that extra body fat. But also what's unhealthy about that is that body fat also holds on to toxicity. So
mm,
any toxins that come in your body also go into that body fat. And so when you put that on top of the hormone issues, that's not about losing weight for because you want to lose a few pounds. That's about balance your hormones, that your hormones are able to flush those toxins out. It's about increasing your heart health, your bone health, all those things, so that the healthier that your body is, and your body becomes more healthy by the nutrients that you provided and by eliminating the things that deteriorate your body. So the healthier your body is, the stronger it is to fight off the things that shouldn't be there, and the stronger it is to be able to combat things and other changes that are naturally happening in your body, per se, menopause. So
mhm,
let's say someone is going through menopause, but you have all these other health conflicts going on, or other things that's happening in your
right.
body. You have to focus on the health part first. I can tell you, I'm glad you asked me this question, because just about a month ago, I had a lady reach out to me that wanted to do one-to-one coaching. And she said she found me online, and she said she's going through menopause and she's having all these issues, but all she kept talking about was the weight. And I have this weight, and I've never had this before. I've always been really athletic. And I kept telling her, that's because you're focusing on the wrong thing. You want to focus on the weight loss. Now, I had her go through my whole spiel of how we figure out symptoms. She had 18 symptoms of menopause. I wanted to hear again. 18 symptoms of menopause that were wreaking havoc on her daily life. After she did the assessment and she saw that she had those 18 symptoms, I said to her, what is the biggest challenge you have right now? And she says, I just can't get rid of this waistline. I'm like, you have 18 symptoms of menopause and your biggest challenge is your waistline. That's what you're focusing on.
Mm.
See, that's what I mean. Just focusing on the wrong thing.
Exactly.
She's already been fighting. She's already been dieting. She's already been exercising. She goes to Orange Theory every day, and nothing is helping. And again, that's because it's not a weight loss issue. You need to focus on balancing your hormones. She needed to focus on all the things she wasn't focusing on, right? And that's what I mean. So that's why it's important to focus on when it comes to balancing your hormones, it's important to focus on the nutrients that are known to help to do that. And that's what these foods that I'm talking about are. The green leafy vegetables are known to help support bone health, are known to help with digestion. They're known to help with all the areas that start to deteriorate during menopause for women. So that's why we focus on these foods. So as you strengthen your body, see what people don't realize is that your body by nature wants to be healthy.
Yep.
We just have to give it what it needs in order to be healthy. So when your body is healthy, if there's extra body fat on your body that shouldn't be there, your body will get rid of it naturally because your body doesn't want it there either if it's not supposed to be there. But if your body's not healthy, that's the last thing it's focusing on. Your body wants to be healthy. So if there's a health issue going on, your body's focused on that, not your weight. So you have to, and when you're going through menopause, that's a metabolic change that's happening. And I tell women all the time, I'm like, your hormones do not care that you want to lose weight. They don't. Your hormones do not care. You can want it to, and that's why I say it's so hard to get women past it. They want it so badly, but the truth is your hormones don't care. You can diet and fast and do all that stuff you want to, but if you don't give your hormones what they need, then it's going to be a wrap.
So basically you address hormones first, or you
Yep.
address hormones all the way through the journey of that nutrition journey.
Yes. So what I do is I actually don't focus on hormones directly. I focus on what I call metabolic health.
Right.
So I figure out what area of your body is in a metabolic distress. And what I found over the past 20 some odd years is that there are typically 5 areas of distress that most women deal with in their midlife that are all tied to. And actually 4 of those 5 I specialize in. So one is digestion. The
Mm.
women have digestive issues, or they have a thyroid issue, or they have an adrenal issue, right? Or they have a liver issue, which actually goes like unknown for a lot of people. They don't even know it's a liver until they do the assessment. And then there's the adrenal. Did I say adrenal already? No. Then there's
Yes,
the
you did.
adrenal. Oh, did I say adrenal? So I said digestive, thyroid,
Adrenal.
and then diabetic.
Mhm.
Right? So
Yeah.
those are typically the 5. And the one that I don't specialize in is digestion. I don't do anything, but the others I've always helped them. And so what I would do when anyone came to me with symptoms, I would have them go through my assessment so I could determine which specific area it was. We would focus on healing that area. And every single time they focused on that, they naturally lost weight. I actually have a testimonial on my thing where this lady says, Tafiq just told me to trust the process. And I just trust the process. And week by week, I just get lighter. I am just so amazed. And it's because it's just really is. I always tell people a lot of times what people do is they complicate things. They focus on the hardest thing. And I remember there was this coach that said to me one day, and it's always stuck with me. He said, if you're trying to do something and it's just really challenging and it's holding you back, I want you to stop for a moment. And I want you to think to yourself, if this was easy, what would it be? And do that.
Mm.
And ever since he said that, that's what I do. And when something becomes hard, I look at it and like, so I say, if what you're doing is not working, it means you have to try a different approach. So you can
Absolutely.
be in your head. So yeah, so that's my long-winded response to that question
I'd
about
love
nutrition.
I'd love for you to address hydration because you touch base on caffeine and alcohol, which I understand, but we they say they do people do recommend coffee, but black coffee for one. And so in that same question, I'm just if you could like address hydration during menopause and how much water should women drink daily?
Yes. So the thing is you should be drinking half your body weight in ounces of water per day. So let's say you weigh 150 pounds. You should be drinking 75 ounces of water per day. So that would be and I always say you have to think 8 ounces is 1 cup. So a lot of times people think it's a lot of water where it's really not. You know what I mean? As much as they think it is. But that's what the baseline is. But on average, most people in the world are dehydrated, no matter how much water we drink throughout the day. So most of us are not getting enough water. And then you have to consider things like white coffee. Yes, it's okay to drink coffee, but it can't be in place of water. And the reason why is because caffeine is a diuretic. So it
Yeah.
causes your body to lose water. So
Right.
I always say for every cup of water that you drink, you should be coffee you drink, you should drink a cup of water to balance that out. Same with alcohol. Every glass of alcohol you drink, you should drink a glass of water so that you balance out not only the dehydration factor, but it also helps to minimize the hangover or the high from that, and it also helps to prevent you from being overly buzzed or stimulated from the caffeine of coffee.
Okay. And my last question for that segment is there any specific diet that you recommend? I know there's a lot of there's a lot of them that has been that have been trendy, like plant-based, paleo or Mediterranean. Do you have what is your point of view on that?
I can say that for the past 21 and a half years, I have followed the protocol of what I just told you about,
Mm.
specifically based on specific types. And again, that is based on individual person's needs.
Okay.
And for that reason, I always say one of the biggest problems again that I think that people have is that they jump from one diet to the next. And I'm like, if something is working for you, why would you change? And so since this has worked for my clients for the last 24 years, I've just continued to do that. So when people ask me what I think of paleo, what I think of keto, I have no clue because I've never learned about them because I've had no need to. So I know nothing about keto. I know nothing about paleo except for what I hear people talk about. And I say, hey, if that's what's working for you, great. But the thing is, keep doing it. If you cannot keep doing it, then that's not a sustainable diet. It's only a sustainable diet if it's something that you can realistically do for the rest of your life. And that's what my approach to nutrition is. I teach people how to choose foods for themselves so that they can do that way of living for the rest of their life. That way they're not tied to anyone else's approach. It's just you know which nutrients you're supposed to have. If you don't choose them, that's the choice that you're making. So again, it's about making it simple. It's simple. This is what you should eat. This is what you shouldn't. You have the choice.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, we ready to move on to the physical?
Let's do this.
All right. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I should have shut down the slide so they could have just saw us talking face to face. I didn't even think about it. Well, anyways, we're back. So physical movement, guys. So physical movement is also like medicine, especially during menopause. Regular exercise can help to manage weight, improve mood, boost energy, and even reduce the frequency and intensity of hot flashes. Now, it doesn't have to be intense. Even moderate activities like doing a brisk walk, gentle yoga, or strength training can improve significant benefits for your body. Now, exercise, again, like I said earlier, also supports bone health by stimulating bone growth and slowing down the loss of bone density, which is critical during menopause. Now, again, one of the things I said at the beginning was we combine nutrition and exercise. You see how these two things work together? Remember how I was saying how the foods with calcium and things like that help to support bone health and bone strength. Well,
Yes.
look, you tie that in with exercises that help to stimulate growing both. And look, you got the best of both worlds working with together and both working together organically. These are things that you can just do naturally every day without any outside stimulation. And this is what I mean by doing holistic things that are easy. You have things right at the palm of your hands that can help you every day, that you don't have to do all this crazy stuff that makes it harder and makes it feel more like a chore, right? So again, just thinking of different ways to exercise. I think of strength training because this is fantastic, again, for maintaining lean muscle, which actually naturally declines with age, but it's also crucial for a healthy metabolism and for overall strength. Now, the key to finding what you enjoy, though, is making sure that it's something, again, that you can do and not be a chore. Whether it's dancing in your living room, taking a morning walk, or doing short strength training workouts throughout the day, maybe 5 minutes, whatever it is that works for you. The most effective exercise is the one that you will stick with. So let's explore some practical ways that you can start incorporating movement into your daily routine. Now, incorporating movement into your day doesn't have to mean spending hours at the gym. I haven't, seriously, myself, I haven't been to a physical gym since before COVID. So going into a gym, you don't have to do that in order to maintain and sustain your health and wellness. And you can start small, do small, manageable changes at a time. You can take a 10-minute movement breaks throughout your day. It could be as simple as standing up, stretching, walking around your living room, or walking around your desk or in your office, or doing a quick set of squats or wall push-ups. And it's these little mini workouts that can break up long periods of sitting and that can actually help your body to feel more energized. And this, again, is another thing that can help with fatigue and feeling down and worn out. And again, you want to aim to include strength training at least twice per week. And this is important, again, because for strength training, and this can be as simple as using resistance bands, lifting light hand weights, or even doing body weight exercises like squats, lunges, or even push-ups. And strength training helps to maintain lean muscle, supports metabolism, and again, strengthens your bones, right? And then we want to think about heart health, again, which also declines during and after menopause. These are two areas that are most important during postmenopause: bone health and heart health. So you want low impact cardio, such as walking, cycling, or even swimming is great for heart health and helping to keep your joints happy. Now, it's gentle yet effective while providing the benefits of exercise without putting too much stress or strain on your body. Again, little things mean a lot. I know a lady that had a heart issue, and her doctors told her she had to lose weight and to start doing better for herself. All she did was started doing a 1 hour walk after dinner every single day for 6 months, and she lost 60 pounds in 6 months. And all she did was start walking for an hour after her dinner every day. Only thing she added, right? So remember, it's not about doing everything at once. It's about finding movement that feels good and fits into your life easily. Now, creating a balanced exercise routine does not mean it has to be perfect. As I said, you want to mix different types of movement together: cardio to get your heart pumping, strength training to build muscle, and of course, flexibility work that can help to keep your body limber and also helps to reduce injury. This is what's really important too. You always want to warm up before an exercise program, and you want to stretch at the end. If you don't, your body can seize up and tighten up, and it could just be a slight move that can end up pulling a muscle or hurting a joint. So you always want to make sure that you're warmed up adequately and that you cool down effectively. And again, start small. Even 10 minutes a day can make a difference. And as you build up consistency, you'll gradually increase your time and your intensity. The goal, of course, is to create a routine that, again, feels sustainable, but most importantly, that is enjoyable and not something that feels like a chore, right? Listen to your body. Some days you may feel ready to push a little harder. The other days you might need to go easy, and that's perfectly okay. It's your body. Let your body guide you. Just lean in and start tuning into its signals, because that's the key. The more you tune in and listen to your body, that is the key to staying healthy and injury free. So that's the goal here. All right, now it's your turn. Tell me something you learned today. that you will try that you haven't heard or that you understood before?
I think that well, for me, I think I should move my body a bit more. I mean, I don't have to I don't need to go to the gym to have results and like feel the benefits of exercising. Um that's my main takeaway.
And was it something that you think that you might start doing to start moving more?
The 10-minute break, the 10
Like the
minute
stretch
break
and walk around. Yep, that's super easy, right?
the 10 minute I've started doing I've started take walks during lunchtime.
Mhm.
However, I still feel like I'm not, because the one thing that and that's something I would want you to address after this. But after when COVID hit for me, it really hit me like physically. I was super active, always on in the gym, always the super, I had my thing, and then I struggled, and until this day I struggle to go back to the gym and have like a go back to my activities prior to and then it's the weight, about the weight gain. uh so I think I'm starting over, so the 10 minutes break, it's gonna help me just to have those moments where it's mindfulness, I
Mhm.
guess, and then just, yeah,
And then
increase my
another thing you have to realize too, again, like I said before, it's about being a new chapter. So this is a new chapter for you. So what you need to do when you're looking at this as a new chapter, what do we do with the new chapter? We start with a new beginning, right? So in order to start with a new beginning, you can't focus on or be worried about what I used to do, and I used to, because when you that's what'll prevent you from starting, because you think about how much you did before,
Yes,
and right now it feels real daunting, right?
yes,
Yes, and that so you can't compare to what that's what I'm saying. When I say revitalizing,
yes,
renewing, restoring, this is what I mean. It's about taking a new control of what you are, right? What you want to do, what you want to be, because let's say, that whole look back thing, you don't even want to go back to all that. You know what I mean? Because if you did, it would be easier to start doing it,
okay,
right?
yeah,
So you want in a simulation of that, but you're not sure what that is yet. So that's what I mean by taking these small steps, because as you take the small steps, and with that list of things that I shared, make sure that you dabble in a few of them, because sometimes you might try something you never tried before and be like, oh, I really like this. You know what I mean? So trying something new. I had a lady that told me once she would have never thought about going to a Zumba class. And one of her friends took her, and you can't get her out of Zumba class now. She had never been before. You know what I mean? So it's just about finding something that works for you. Um, and again, it could be a YouTube video of some chick on the YouTube that has a great workout series or it could be one of my workout series. So,
mhm,
you never know. So there's just so many different ways. That's another thing what I like about, I have this show called Conversations for Your Health, and I speak with different health professionals and different things that they do, because there's no one size fits all way to do anything. There's so many different ways to exercise. That's why when people tell me, oh, I hate to exercise, I'm like, you haven't done every exercise in the world yet, so you can't tell me you hate to exercise. You may hate the exercises that you know of, but there has to be something out there that you enjoy to do that's physical, that you may not even think of as exercise. But gardening is a great way to exercise. People that garden,
mhm.
that you're getting up and down, you're getting your bones and your muscles limber, you're moving around, and you're out in the sun getting vitamin D, which declines during menopause as well, by the way. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, so you're getting all these things that you need. Yeah.
I have a question just because it just popped in my head, and it's just going back to the nutrition part. There's something that's going on right now, a phenomenon about, it's called the Ozempic phenomenon.
Mhm.
What is it that we're not getting, or are you what are the pros and cons? Um, Is there some, tell us.
So the pros and this is and again this I know this is not something that I've studied. I'm going off of things that I've heard from people who have taken it, the celebrities that I've seen talking about taking it, and just my thoughts on things like this in general. It's not dealing with the root cause, number one. That's my personal thought. It's not dealing with the actual root cause of what the issue is. And number two is I don't think that it's been studied long enough to know what the long-term effects are. I mean, because I see some of these celebrities that are doing it, and it's like it's not just changing their body, it changes their face. Have you noticed that? Like their faces like look different. Like they just look real. It almost looks like they're fake people to me. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
there's something that it does. Like you can tell that you can tell an Ozempic body. You know what I mean? You can tell the one because they all. It's kind of like when people get plastic surgery, they all kind of look the same. You know, because they
right.
get lips. It's the same thing now with that. But then my concern is like people like Sharon Osbourne. Like she took it and now she's off of it, but her body won't stop losing weight because it negatively affected her metabolism. So now her
Oh,
metabolism won't ever slow down. So now she's just have you seen her? She just
no.
keeps losing weight and losing weight. So she looks really gaunt and she can't reverse it. So it's stuff like that. Like we don't know the long-term effects of this stuff. And for the short-term thing. And I'm like, if it's for a medical condition, of course, I think that if it's something that's needed, by all means, do it. But if it's just for, and again, this is just my opinion. This is not, anything medical. I just, again, because of what I do and how I do it,
Yeah,
I know that there's a way to do it. That it's just you just got to be willing to do the stuff that it takes. You know what I mean? That's actually completely natural. That's actually, organic and holistic. That you don't have to put anything in your body in order for it to help, except for things that are going to actually strengthen your body. So, yeah, so that's just my take. I always say if you've exhausted the natural ways that you can do it and there's no other way to go about it, then yeah, go for it. But again, I just feel like you can try other ways first. It's just about being willing to put that effort in.
thank you.
Yes.
Interesting. I don't
Interesting.
think I'm not the type that to go that route. It's just that because it's so trendy, because it's such a thing right now. I I'm always looking for the specialist inputs and advice. So
Yeah.
I'm not I will never take that route, but your
Yeah.
take was interesting to know
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, and again, it just goes back to me saying before, what I've done have been working for 20 some odd years. You know what I mean? So
That.
I don't even look at like when something like I remember when keto first started and everybody's going on like keto, or someone would do one of my programs and they'd be like, oh, this is kind of like keto. I'm like, I have no clue. I'm like, I wouldn't know. I'm not, and I wouldn't. And my thing is, and I have no desire to know because I don't need to.
Right,
Again, that's how I feel. I feel like when it's one of those things where people see a shiny new object just because it's shiny new. And I'm just
right.
like, when it comes to health and wellness, if there's something that I know that is working, that is proven, that is tested, that client after client gets results, then there's no
Exactly.
need to do anything else. Yeah.
Absolutely. That was interesting. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Anything else? Any other questions?
No, these were all my questions for now.
Okay.
You remain available to answer any more questions that people may have after that master class, after that class.
Yes, we're going to be, well, actually throughout the master class, there are going to be some interaction. So there'll be some times when we can get some responses and other times where they're going to be taking a poll. Let's see. So it's going to be some fun, some interaction on there. Yeah. So but yeah, so let's share a little bit about what they're going to be doing. So
Definitely.
let's go back to my slides again because I made some little extra slides for us today. So for today, oh, you can see the slide again.
Yes.
Okay, so for the past few weeks, we have been counting down to our MenoMagic Masterclass. Again, it's happening next Tuesday, October 1st at 4:30, right? Not 4, 4:30?
For
Natacha?
what?
4:30, okay.
For
4:30, correct?
correct.
All right, 4:30 Pacific Standard Time next week or 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And as a thank you for everyone who came out and just following us through the countdown and through the training today, for today only, no, listen closely, today only, you can join the Magic Masterclass for just $99, right? So
Amazing.
this is your chance to kickstart your mental mastery and reclaim your vitality at an unbeatable price. Sign up today for only $99. Now, this discount expires at midnight tonight, Pacific Standard Time. The cost goes back up to $149. And let me just say, which is still a great deal, like a crazy, crazy, crazy great deal. But why not grab this special offer while you can? So again, scan the QR code or click the link in the description to enroll. The MenoMagic Masterclass is really going to help you guys to break free from the uncertainty of understanding what menopause really is and what it means for your body. You're going to also discover effective strategies for managing hot flashes, sleep disturbances, mood swings, what else? Other symptoms, just all kinds of symptoms. As I said before, there's up to 80 different symptoms. We're not going to have time to cover them all, but we're going to cover many of them. And just understanding those things that you can feel more like yourself again. You're going to learn practical tips to manage stress and improve sleep quality that can help you feel energized and balanced, how to overcome health challenges, and so much more. So don't miss out. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description. We'll put the link on the page as well where you guys signed up. Again, $99 for today. Secure your spot. Enroll now. MenoMagic Masterclass. And again, when you go to that scan, right, also too, that's going to be the landing page where you'll be able to actually look up more details about the program. If you have any questions, there's a Q&A at the bottom. And then if you want to ask a direct question, there should be a link at the bottom where you can get a direct question answered from me as well if you have any questions about the program. So again, use that QR code or you can click the link. $99 till midnight tonight. Any questions about the program or anything you would like to share?
Tafiq, who should join this master class? Who is it for? And how old? I like to ask you, how old should we be concerned, or should be starting to be aware of menopause?
How old you should be when you should be starting to become aware? I
And
think that well, I have clients that are talking to their teenage daughters now about it. And
Mhm.
I think again that that's important just because again, moms are going to be experiencing this. And if you have teenage daughters, they need to understand what's going on and understand that this is eventually going to be happening to them. And the more that you know about it, the more that they're going to know about it. I know most of the women that I talk to say that their mothers never even talked to them about it. So when it happened, they were clueless about it. Whereas now, like I said, I'm seeing moms talking to their daughters about it, actually feeling more encouraged to talk to people, other moms in the line when they're dropping off their kids. So it's stuff like that that I think is more important, the most important. So I think it's great for any woman, but most importantly, it's going to be for women who are entering menopause or who are currently experiencing menopause symptoms. So that's the thing. If you are experiencing symptoms, you're not sure what to do, or maybe you're over, like if you're anywhere between 35 and 45, you might be in perimenopause. So you may be experiencing symptoms or feeling some kind of way, or thinking you're getting old, or feeling like your memory is going away. These might be symptoms of perimenopause. So this may be good for you as well. So that's why I would say at 30 and up for sure should be just because even if you're not menopause yet, you need to know what's coming so that you can better prepare, because when you're more prepared, you're able to manage your symptoms better. I know so many women that were like, I wish I knew this information earlier because I thought was losing my mind, or I thought that my shoulder hurting was just because I was getting old. No, it's because these are things that happen as estrogen declines, but there's things that you can do to mitigate that. Like, again, calcium, green leafy greens, omega-3s can help with that bone hurting, that joint, those joints hurting and things like that. So, but if you don't know, you can't do. And I always say, when you know better, you can do better. And as it relates to menopause, you can live better.
Absolutely. That
Yep.
was so amazing.
Yep. So women over 30, come on down. This is for you. And y'all need to tell people, and y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. Y'all need to come and listen, because we have a lot of great stuff that we're going to be sharing. Even I personally think that today's was pretty impactful, and and it's short. And I think that that's what I think that people don't realize is that you got a lot of info today in a short, amount of time that we had to spend together. And if you utilize that information, here's my challenge to you all. Between now and next week, start integrating those foods into your daily life.
Mm.
Even if it's even if it's one of a day, like tomorrow, start eating berries. Next day, start adding some more kale. The next day, make sure you get, if you don't feel better by next week, then I'm a fraud. But you got to do what I'm telling you to do first.
Absolutely.
If you put it into motion, what I can tell you is that if you start increasing those things, you absolutely will feel better, because that's just the nature of how those foods work in our bodies. So,
That's awesome. Any last words for to close this amazing class tonight? We've did you killed it today. Well,
well, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, this is something I'm passionate about. I
yes,
love speaking about it and educating about it. Because I think it goes back to simplifying things. I think that things have become so complicated that a lot of times people think that things are going to be harder to figure out and harder to get support for, when they're not. It's just about knowing what's out there, what you need it for, and where to get it from. And that's what I'm here for, right?
yes.
So yeah, so with the last thing I would say is sign up, people. Sign up for the masterclass. You do not want to miss this. I'm going to be doing a few other things throughout the month as well. This is going to be your opportunity to get this amazing coaching that we're going to be sharing with you. Some bonuses, some extra goodies as well. We're going to be sharing some downloadables that you can take with you. So yeah, but you got to sign up to get them.
That's it. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for week 3 of our MenoMagic Countdown, where we explore the power of nutrition during menopause. We hope you're walking away with valuable insights. Well, I am, and on how to nourish your body and feel your best during this transformative time. Remember, incorporating the right nutrients can make a huge difference in managing symptoms and supporting your overall health. And the best part, you can start implementing these changes right away, whether it's adding healthy fats, trying one of the one of the
Combinations.
combination. Yes, Taffy shared earlier. Every small steps counts towards reclaiming your vitality, your vitality. So before we wrap up, we want to remind you that this is just the beginning. Our journey continues as we count down to the MenoMagic Masterclass. Reclaim your midlife vitality on October 1st, where we'll be diving even deeper into strategies to help you thrive through menopause. If you haven't already, make sure to secure your spot. This masterclass is going to be a game changer. Once again, I'm Natacha, and alongside with Tafiq Akhir, we want to thank you for your time and participation. Stay tuned for next week's session. It's going to be a party where we'll cover more practical tips and help you on your journey. Until then, take care of yourselves and remember, you deserve to thrive and beyond. Good night.